The Temple Mount is in our hands. We are in Jerusalem and we are here to stay.
That very soon we will all see the building of the third temple in Jerusalem.
The table of showbread is ready. The menorah is ready. All of the golden pieces are ready. The third temple is ready.
Every prophecy, every sign points to one moment, the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem. But nobody expected the foundation would be laid in absolute secrecy. Hidden deep under the most contested site on earth, the walls are already moving. We reveal the explosive claims, the biblical countdown, and the political firestorm that proves the end times are here. Subscribe to our channel for more Bible prophecy documentaries, archaeological discoveries, and end-time revelations happening right now in Jerusalem and around the world. The news is being suppressed, but the reports are too numerous and too explosive to ignore. We're talking about the Prime Minister of Israel himself, Benjamin Netanyahu. Shocking claims put him not in a high-level security room, but deep inside the tunnels beneath the Temple Mount. These are not the tourist routes. These are heavily restricted areas that run directly under the platform where the Islamic Al-Aqsa Mosque stands. Officially, it's denied. They call it a security tour or archaeological interest. But what security crisis requires the Prime Minister to sneak into ancient tunnels under the world's most volatile holy site? The only answer that fits is the terrifying one. The temple is being prepared. This isn't about old stones. It's about setting the stage for the final fulfillment of prophecy. Something truly monumental is happening right now, hidden from the world. The greatest secret isn't who is visiting the tunnels, but what they are waiting for above ground. This isn't just theory. The physical preparations for the third temple are already finished. In Jerusalem, the Temple Institute has been working for decades, fulfilling the ancient instructions down to the last detail. They don't need blueprints, they need a construction permit. They have created the golden menorah, not a cheap replica, but a 7-branched lampstand made of pure gold, ready to light the holy place. The table of showbread and the altar of incense are also complete, waiting in storage. Even the garments for the high priest, the breastplate, the ephod, the turban, have been woven and prepared. They've even trained men, the descendants of the original priests, the Kohanim, to perform the ancient services. They make the staggering claim, once they are given access to the site, they can begin the holy work and dedication in a matter of days. Prophecy is not waiting for us to catch up. It is fully ready. But one immense problem remains, the massive conflict of the holy sites. To understand the danger of Netanyahu's alleged visit, you must understand the bedrock he was under. The Temple Mount, known in Hebrew as Har HaBayit, is where the very presence of God met earth. Here, the first temple was built by King Solomon, only to be destroyed by the Babylonians. Then came the second temple, made glorious by Herod, but brutally destroyed by the Romans in AD 70. For 2,000 years, this prophecy from the book of Luke has held true. Jerusalem would be trodden down by the nations. Today, the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque stand precisely where the Holy Temple once stood. This is the central conflict of the Middle East, a clash of stone, history, and faith. The Jewish people pray for the rebuilding. Muslims view it as their third holiest site, controlled by the Islamic Waqf. This arrangement has held back the prophetic clock. But now, it seems someone is tired of waiting. The secret is buried deep. In recent years, archaeological digs have uncovered an incredible hidden network. Some of these tunnels are open to visitors, leading along the foundations of the Western Wall. But others are heavily restricted, sealed off, and known only to high-level security and government officials. This is the crucial point. The reports state Netanyahu was spotted in these forbidden areas, those that run directly underneath the Dome of the Rock platform. The official story is that he was inspecting security, but the whispers claim a deeper, more profound motive. They suggest he wasn't just observing, he was reviewing the bedrock. Is Israel secretly mapping the foundations for the Third Temple? Is the physical site being surveyed and prepared for the massive compromise to come? The world is distracted, but underground, the movement suggests something is about to break wide open. The most mind-blowing detail of all is this: the temple's rise must be preceded by a political deal. The prophet Daniel spoke about this over 2,500 years ago. He described a powerful world leader who would confirm a covenant with many for 1 week. Daniel 9:27. This is the key. The Third Temple cannot be built through force. It will trigger war. It must be built through a spectacular peace agreement, a massive political payoff that satisfies both sides. The secret tours under Al-Aqsa are likely tied to these backroom negotiations. They are surveying the space to find a physical way to fulfill the prophecy without destroying the mosque, a way to build the temple alongside the current structures. This covenant will appear to bring global stability, but the Bible warns us it is a deception. It is the countdown clock to the final 7 years. The existence of the Third Temple is necessary for the arrival of the ultimate figure of the end times. This is the prophecy that chills believers to the bone. The Apostle Paul, writing in 2 Thessalonians, describes the man of sin, the Antichrist. Paul states that this figure cannot be revealed until he sits as God in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. 2 Thessalonians 2:3-4. Think about the weight of that verse. The entire drama of the final years hinges on this physical structure being restored. The rebuilding is not the end goal. It is simply the stage being set. The global negotiations, the secret tunnel tours, and the ready vessels are all working in concert to prepare a literal seat for the great deceiver. Without the temple, the prophecy cannot happen, and the time for his arrival is rapidly approaching. To confirm this terrifying reality, we turn to the final book of the Bible, Revelation. The Apostle John, writing about the end times, is told to measure the structure. Measure the temple of God and the altar and them that worship therein, but the court which is without leave out. Revelation 11:1. This small detail confirms that the temple will stand during the tribulation, but it also presents a possible solution to the political conflict. Why would John be told to leave out the outer court? Scholars believe this suggests the Third Temple may coexist with the Islamic holy sites. Could the secret tours under Al-Aqsa be measuring the exact dimensions to build the Jewish temple on the specific available bedrock, while allowing the Dome of the Rock to remain? This radical compromise is the only way the covenant can physically happen without triggering an immediate apocalyptic war. The explosive nature of these rumors cannot be overstated. The Temple Mount is not just a building site, it is a global tripwire. If Israel or any world power makes a public move to build the Third Temple, the Islamic world will see it as an act of war, shattering any fragile peace. This is precisely why the alleged tours by Netanyahu are so crucial. They justify the absolute need for secrecy. The stage for the end times cannot be set in public. It must be prepared in the dark, under the guise of security, miles away from the eyes of international media. The world is busy arguing over politics and regional conflicts, completely missing the fact that the foundational work for the ultimate prophetic event is happening in the silence. The pieces of the puzzle, the ready vessels, the covenant prophecy, and the secret political maneuvers have all locked into place. We must remember that even if men are scheming and political agreements are being signed, God's counsel shall stand. The Lord declares the end from the beginning. Isaiah 46:10. Nothing happening in Jerusalem is by accident. It is simply the unstoppable fulfillment of ancient scripture. For believers, this is not a time for fear, but a time to be awake. We are told to watch, for we know not what hour the Lord comes. Matthew 24:42. While the physical temple is important as a signpost, always keep your focus on Jesus Christ. He is the true temple, the true cornerstone, and the high priest who made the final sacrifice for all time. The Bible is alive, accurate, and trustworthy. The final pieces are moving. We have shown you the ready gold, the trained priests, the prophecy, and the reports of the Prime Minister's secret underground tours. The stage is set. But what happens to the world the moment the first sacrificial smoke rises from that new altar? The answer is terrifying, and it's coming faster than you think.